Hello, good morning, happy weekend, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance. Um, this is a festive season, and I think that what comes to my mind when there's a festive season is love, because this is the time that we remember our loved ones. This is the time that we remember our families. This is the time that we remember those that have been there for us. This is the time that we do nice gestures, maybe to buy gifts, maybe to send money and all the like. Today I want to talk on love. I want to talk on love. I want to talk on love. Love is that irresistible feeling and strong attachment and attraction towards somebody or something. Love is that thing that makes you to be attached to something or somebody without knowing why. Love is that thing that makes you like you take risks that people may think is recklessness for somebody without knowing why. And the greatest attribute of love is that it's not transactional but it's sacrificial. The greatest attribute of love is that it's not transactional but it's sacrificial. True love does not have to come with it with ulterior motive. True love does not have to come with how can I put it, like it doesn't have to start with like an investment. No, true love. Listen, true love is foolish. True love is stupid. True love is insane. True love is insanity. Um, like, why should you be working your money and you put somebody on your payroll and you apologize to the person everywhere and you're not, if you are not giving the person your money? Um, why should you just wake up one day and take somebody's responsibility? When I'm talking about love, it's not just about how do they call it? Is it erotic love? It's not all about love that involve emotion, maybe boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. No, love in general. There are people that are sponsoring people that they have never met, they have never seen, but they take it as a burden to help them. There are people that are sponsoring children in their village that they don't even know. They take it as a burden to help them. There are people that are housing strangers. They take it as a burden, and the day that stranger does not eat is like a problem to them. So when I'm talking about love, it's not just about relationship love, maybe husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend. No, I'm talking about general love, pure love. There are people that for their country they can give up their life. They don't even want their president to know their sacrifice. They don't even know their parliamentarian to know their sacrifice. They don't even know their governor. They don't even want their governor to know their sacrifice. But once it concerns their country, they are willing to go bankrupt when it concerns their country. Like there is nothing you will tell them that will make them think otherwise. There are people that once it concerns their village, forget. They are willing to empty their account just to make sure their village develops. There are people that once it concerns their community, forget. There are people that once it concerns their alma mater, forget. So listen, the greatest problem the world is facing now is lack of genuine love. We have allowed money to blindfold us. We have allowed material things to blindfold us, and we have allowed selfish interests to deceive us. How can we be over 7 billion people in the planet and we still say the world is a lonely place? How can all of us be in great need of each other, yet we live in isolation and we act as if we don't need one another? How can all of us be that have a common problem, yet we act as if we don't have issues? At the end of the day, we are looking for redemption somewhere that does not exist. Listen, you need a house, you need a car, you need to send your children to school, you need to take care of your mother, you need to take care of your siblings. The same, like every other adult in the world. So why should you think you are the only one who needs money? Why should you think you are the only one who deserves that position? Listen, our problem in life is that because we are first to get something, maybe you are the first to have a job, you are the first to buy a car, you are the first to build a house, you are the first to own a company, you automatically feel you are more than the others. Forget. It might shock you to know that even your gate man does not wish to have your company. Your gate man does not even wish to live in the type of house you're living in. Life is all about priorities, it's all about objective, and it's all about orientation. There are people that don't fancy cars, it's their nature. There are people that don't fancy phones, it's their nature. So because you bought the latest iPhone or the latest Samsung, and you are underlooking somebody who is using a local phone, he doesn't even fancy that Android phone. He doesn't even fancy that Samsung. He doesn't even fancy the um the iPhone. You say you have bought the latest Lamborghini. You say you have bought the latest Toyota Spider. You say you have bought the latest Ferrari. There are people that don't even fancy those things. So why should we allow our certificates, our job, and our social status to make us look down on other people? You cannot look down on somebody when there is genuine love. What defines you is not what you have, it's who you are. Don't get it twisted. What defines you is not what you have, or what you know, or who you know. It's who you are. And that who you are is basically one thing: character. The way you treat people, the way you react to situations, the way you are there for people, the way you want others to succeed, the way you are selfless. Listen, because you're a president does not mean you're impacting the world. Maybe you are the reason why the world is getting bad. But there is a gate man somewhere. There is a truck pusher somewhere. There is a taxi man somewhere. There is a barber somewhere. There is a bike rider somewhere that is creating wonders. There is a house help somewhere that is creating wonders, that is adding value to the society. So please, let us love. We can do without money, and the world will still exist. Before the advent of money, the world was existing. Don't allow, because you bought something expensive doesn't mean that thing is very useful. A cup of water in the desert and the latest iPhone, which one is more important? A cup of water in the desert, in the middle of a desert, and the latest iPhone, which one is more important? You know, in economics, there is what they call paradox of value. The things that are really important are very cheap when you equate it to money, and the things that are not important are very expensive when you equate it to money. Water is extremely important. You can't do without it even. How much is water? Oxygen, air, the air that we breathe, we can't do without it. How much do you pay for the air that you breathe? The sunlight that we can't do without, how much do you pay for it? But they say gold, silver, you can live all your life without gold. What medicinal value does gold have? What medicinal value does silver have? So please, let us love. Let us love. Let us be there for one another. You are not the only one who have problems. In the midst of your problem, you can still provide a solution to somebody. In the midst of your poverty, you can still lend 100 francs to somebody. Please, if only we could love genuinely, nobody will suffer. Like Muhammad Gandhi puts it, there is enough for everybody, but there is very little for the greedy. Please, let us love. Nelson Mandela says, Ubuntu, that's a South African word, which means I am there because you are. You are there because I am. So please, let us love. Let us love selflessly. Let us love genuinely. And let us love with honesty. And let us understand that anybody's child is everybody's child. And everybody's child is anybody's child. Please, the same way you value your child is the same way another person values the child, his or her child. So don't treat your own child as if your child is the only child in the world and you maltreat other people's children. The same way you value your spouse is the same way other people value their spouse. Please, let us treat each one another with love, respect, dignity, appreciation, and compliment. God bless us all.